Hey folks, welcome to the very first paper computer game theory video. Please let me know in the comments if you like this and if I should make more of it. Today, I'll be looking at this menacing looking fellow to answer the question, who is he? And more importantly, why is he doing what he's doing? Just as a disclaimer, even though Salman the Fish and I know each other, he hasn't told me anything about the world of evil and good, beyond what we know from the 2 episodes he's released. So this video is just my own speculation, please don't take it as fact. If you haven't seen Evil and Good, and really you should go check it out if you haven't, the story is about planet EG, Evil and Good, inhabited by 2 races, Evil and Good, who've been fighting for control of the planet for the past 10 years. But there's more to this story. Apparently the people in this world were all humans from Earth who were put into machines by a rich and powerful man which simulated a new world. So EG is a planet in a virtual reality universe. In episode 1, we find out that this rich and powerful man actually calls himself Maniac.
I am Maniac, and if you're wondering, I am the one who sent you here.
That episode takes place 10 years ago and shows him addressing the people who've just been brought into his new universe. He tells them they're his servants and that they must obey. But then, he's challenged by someone named Jay, who challenges his power. I think there's more to this confrontation than it seems. I think Jay is Maniac. Let me explain. First of all, remember that this is a virtual reality world, and specifically it's one created by Maniac. Now, this is probably why Maniac seems to have so much power in this world. He's the architect of it. But at least from what we see in episode 1, it looks like Jay isn't subject to that power. He's able to pull someone down who's being held by Maniac. Now think about this. How did Jay get there? In theory, there shouldn't be anyone on this planet that Maniac didn't put there. If he's one of the humans Maniac put into his machines, he shouldn't be able to fight back. Maniac should be able to stop him with a flick of his wrist, or a snap of his fingers. One possibility is that Jay is a hacker, who hacked into Maniac's simulation, but I don't think so. For one thing, Maniac doesn't seem that surprised that someone could get into his simulation. He says,
"Who are you, and how dare you talk to me like that?"
As if he's more concerned with someone talking back than he is with someone accessing his system. He doesn't say anything like, "How did you get in here?" There's a simpler explanation which I think fits the facts much better. Maniac wanted him to be there. He created Jay, a fictional character, an NPC. You might be thinking, but that doesn't make any sense. Why would he create someone to defy him and undermine his control over all these people? Well, there's one issue with that. We don't know what he wants the people to do. He tells them that they're his test subjects. It's not clear what he's testing about them, but I think it's safe to say he's testing their psychology. I mean, if you want to test their biology, you don't need to put them in a simulated world to do that. More likely, you'd put people into a simulated world to see how they react in a situation you can't create in the real world. For example, maybe Maniac wants to see how they react in a prolonged war. In that case, he'd want to get them to fight each other. Now, if you simply tell a group of people to fight each other, they're probably going to refuse. It's a lot easier if they have a reason to fight each other, something they believe in. And that's where Jay comes in. Jay is brave, heroic, and opposes Maniac. In short, he inspires people. A lot of people will likely join him in a rebellion against the system they've been put into. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but some people will probably also join Maniac to try and fight against Jay. That's because they'll feel that, well, they can't get out of the simulation. It's impossible since Maniac made the rules, and by defying him, we're just making things worse for ourselves. So these 2 groups of people are going to fight, and each of them is going to have a figurehead, a powerful symbol to drive them forward and keep them fighting, which is exactly what Maniac wants. Now remember, we don't know what Maniac looks like in the real world. We only see the virtual representation of him. That means he could have made himself look like anything. He could have made up any name for himself. Why choose this evil grinning face? Why call himself Maniac?
it makes a lot of sense if he chose that form intentionally. He looks terrifying, so people will see him as pure evil and want to fight back. Others could be scared and fall in line. It's the perfect persona to take on if you want to create a war. So, that means the people of planet EG have been doing his bidding for 10 years now. The ones on the good side who think they're rebelling by following Jay are really doing exactly what he wants. So that raises the question, what should they do instead? What's the real way out of the simulation? Unfortunately, as far as I can see, there isn't one, except to somehow convince Maniac to just let you out. He made this world, so there's no defeating him within it. But hey, that's just a theory. A paper computer game theory. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Please don't sue me, Matt Pat. But wait, who is Maniac really? What does he look like in the real world? Unfortunately, so far there's not much data on this yet, so that'll have to wait for next time. Did you enjoy my first PCG theory video? Let me know in the comments if you like this and if I should do more of it. Thanks for watching, folks.